given my obsession with non-intrusive technology for dancers to interact with video, I created this system I call Live Film Performance Facilitator, which allows for a live film to be created in front of the audience. So the way it works is that you have the stage, and I am on stage with the dancers. I'm on the right side of the stage with a table in front of me. I'm with my back to the audience, and with white paper on top, so rolls of white paper. And I have charcoals and watercolors and all sorts of different mediums for painting and for drawing. So it's done on paper and it's not done on a computer tablet, and that's really important because it draws from fine arts and it doesn't draw from technology as such. And then I have a video camera which is looking into the drawings I'm making, recording those drawings, and it's plugged into a video projector. Which is on the ceiling, looking down on the floor where the dancers are. So the floor is white, so it's strips of white paper as well, same paper I'm using for the drawings. They are dancing on top of that paper, and when the whole thing starts, you just have whiteness. The whole stage is white. I've got white paper, and once I start drawing, that's the prompt for movement. So that's the cue for the dancers to start interacting. So I make a drawing, and the dancers then react instantaneously to the drawing that is being made on the floor where they're moving. So it's really just about the drawings being emerged on the environment where the dancers are. So it's a truly interactive environment for them. So that's one aspect of it. The type of drawing I do is very gestural and it's very abstract. So it has a lot to do with paths, with getting the dancers to move in the space. So it's really a prompt for movement. It's just saying come here, or let me take you there. The way I work with the dancers then is to create a language where they can improvise with the drawings in such a way that they can always decide to take up the prompt or not. Like we pretty much do in real life when we talk to each other, and when someone gives us a prompt for whatever it is in life, we can always choose to take it or to leave it. If we're having a conversation, I might decide to answer your question with another question, and so we can carry on, or I can just say yes or no and not take it at all, and I leave. So that's the way I'm working with them. And the whole system works and operates with the concepts of film editing and video editing. So I have a camera here which is looking at these drawings, and if I want a dot to become really big on stage, I just press the zoom, and I zoom into that dot, and immediately on stage you get this tiny little dot that just becomes huge. So you get the stage also moving really fast, and if I want, I can stop it, fast forward it, rewind it, cut it, paste it. I can do pretty much with a camera anything I want there and then, and it will get instantaneously projected on stage. So that's one aspect of it, or several already. And the dancers can also come around and draw, and can also come around and have bits and pieces of their bodies on the video projection as well. So you might have a hand coming into the screen, a small one or a big one, depending on how the zoom is. So it's very interactive in that sense. It's very playful, and it's very easy to want to be a part of it. So in terms of participation, we were talking about earlier on, for me there is a lot of, I get a lot of that. People who want to jump in and who want literally the audience wants to be a part of the project as well, because they want to be a part of that kind of connectiveness. So the system itself then, just to resume, has live drawing. The sound for the piece is a different aspect of communication, because instead of being operated by a human being, like the artist who's doing the drawings, which is me, it has a human relationship to the dancer, so it's that kind of dialogue. But with the sound, I decided to do it through a computer. So what I do is I work with an application a colleague of mine from my PhD developed. His name is André Baltazar, and he developed this application, which is really simple as well, that with another camera, a tiny little webcam, it looks at the drawings I'm making, and then depending on the colors I'm using, allocated to each color there is a sound, a sample of sound. So on the last performance I did, we had 4 or 5 different samples of sound, and then depending on the color, if I was painting in blue, then this sound would come up. If I added some pink, let's say, then another sound would come on. And so it wasn't, the composition of the music is being done there and then because of the drawings as well. So it was an experiment in the sense that it wasn't meant to sound good or to you know, it wasn't an aesthetic composition, but it was very experimental in the sense that the dancers were responding to the drawings, but the music was also being created by the drawings. So everything goes through the drawings, and it leaves the dancers free to dance and to not have to operate the system. So the system is really being orchestrated and operated by the person who makes the drawings, which in this case is me. Yeah.